Hi, I'm Josh Abel from The Sessions, and you're watching 24 Hours Podcast.
T-minus 4, 3, 2, 1.
Following is a 24 Hours Podcast.
We're with Josh Abel, lead singer of the band The Sessions. We're going to call this part of our emerging band series, and we're hearing nothing but great things about you. In fact, I saw a review from Germany where it said you guys will be the best band that comes out of North America in 2006. How do you respond to something like that?
It's something that we've always believed in. You know, we went to Germany believing that we were going to take the whole thing home. And, the Emergenza thing, I don't know if anybody out there knows what that is.
Well, it's kind of like Eurovision, isn't it?
Eurovision?
The Eurovision Song Contest, like Robbie Williams won that years ago, and Abel won that back in the 70s. I understand this is like even bigger than the Eurovision.
This is actually the biggest battle of the bands in the world. And this year there was 7,632 bands in it, so we ended up winning the whole thing.
You beat out 7,631 other bands.
Yes, we did.
So what is it? Okay, so tell us about that, the process then. I mean, does it start off with they must find a way to whittle down to get to like the top 10 or the top 25 or something?
Oh, well, it worked out. Like we had 3 shows in Vancouver, and our first show was at the Piccadilly pub. And the first show was based on crowd support, and only half of the bands that played there moved on. Our next show was at Richards on Richards, and that was crowd support and judges. Half of those bands moved on, and then at the Plaza Club, it was all judges, and only one band from Vancouver moved on to Calgary for the Western Finals. We moved on to Montreal for the Canadian Finals, and then to Germany. So it got whittled down like to Canada, and the United States did that. You know, Ireland did that. The UK, England, Sweden.
So you must have played for some pretty influential people. There must be a lot of people out there that have written down the name of The Sessions. They're going to keep their eyes on you.
I think there might be. And we actually had some major label interest following it. Not going to mention the label name, I guess, but we came pretty close to signing with that big label. It got kind of messed up there. I don't know what happened.
So give us the formation of the band then. You're 4 guys all from Vancouver or the local area, I guess.
Yeah.
How were you school friends? How did you come together as a band?
The bassist and I, Tobias, we went to Argyle Secondary together, and we were friends from about grade 9 till now. And Tristan went to Carson, Martin went to West Van High.
So you're all North Shore boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Martin lives in North Van, but he went to West Van High. Okay. I don't know why that happened, but and we actually came together. It's a funny story. Tristan went to Little Caesars in our neighborhood, and Tobias happened to be working there, and just happened to recognize him from an old band. Said like, how's it going? How's your band doing? And he said his band had fallen apart. How about we jam sometime though? You know, because they turned out to both play instruments, right? And Tobias calls me up, Tristan calls Martin, and the rest is history.
When you first got the band together, I know your influences are pretty vast. What kind of stuff were you doing initially?
We actually started as a reggae band.
Really? Yeah,
we started as a reggae band with a different singer. I was playing bass, and my initial influences from like as long as I can remember have been the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and we actually just saw the Rolling Stones, me and Tristan. We went down to Seattle, saw the Rolling Stones. Dave Matthews Band opened. That was amazing because Mick Jagger's always been like a big idol for me. And
what do you like on stage?
What am I like on stage?
Do you have the rock star pose? What do you do on stage?
Oh, I'm coming into my own, I would say. You know, I started off actually kind of shy on stage. I had to wear like the aviators to hide my eyes, and I couldn't really look at the audience, you know, and I just kind of stand there and play and sing. But now I'm getting a lot more animated. I feel a lot more at home. Actually, the most comfortable I feel in life is probably on stage now. So.
Now, you guys are getting, of course, you won the Emergenza Festival. You're starting to get a lot of good praise. Do you sit down and do you think to yourself, you know what, we're on the verge? You feel that?
I do. I really do. I mean, just the fact that we're going to be recording an album with Bob Rock in Hawaii coming up about Christmas time. We got a lot of good things going for us, and we write amazing music, in my opinion. As
a local band, how important has MySpace been to build your audience?
Oh, it's been very important. I don't think a lot of bands realize that. I don't think a lot of bands take it as seriously as we do, actually. I mean, we're not, like, on it all the time, you know, but we definitely try to keep in touch with fans through that. People that we don't, keep in touch with in our normal lives. We can always send them a comment now and then. You know, and we've got fans from all around the world now, like people from Australia, from the UK, Japan. You know, it's wild. People from the States, like LA.
What would you like to see maybe be the next plateau?
The next plateau, I'm guessing to get signed would be amazing for us right now. To a label that really supports us and wants to take us, like, has the passion for our music that we do. you know, and basically I want to go on tour. I want to go on like a world tour. I want to get to the States. I want to go all across Canada, and yeah, just take it higher and higher.
So you're all roughly the same age then? You're all about 20-ish then? Is that right?
I'm 20. Yeah, Martin the drummer is 19. Tobias and Tristan are 21.
Okay. Now, do you have jobs in the meantime, or is this something you're focusing all your attention on right now? Is to be a band?
Definitely focusing all my attention on it. I don't have a day job. I just basically my day consists of playing the piano, playing guitar, practicing my vocals, and going to the gym, and trying to hang out with friends when I can, and then we practice with the band. That's.
If we meet up 5 years from now, where are the sessions?
The sessions are going to be one of the biggest bands in the world, and
you heard it here.
I'm very confident about that, and so are all the members in the band. That's what we feel. We believed from the beginning that we were going to be huge because, I mean, from the very first show of the Emergenza Festival, we thought we had an amazing chance of taking the whole thing, and we did. We beat out all the bands from around the world.
Well, if you can beat out some 7,000 bands from around the world, you're onto something pretty good. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
24hours.ca